maybe in the Q&A, just let me know that you can hear me correctly. Give us a couple of minutes and we're going to get started shortly. For those of you who are already with us, just as a reminder, you can go to the resource button that is located at the bottom of your screen and access all the resources related to the Fintech Summer Sessions 2025, including access to the Telegram session, access to the YouTube channel for your previous sessions, Fintech, for the previous editions of the Fintech Summer Sessions. You can obviously have access to Fintech Saudi's LinkedIn profile, so do follow us on Fintech Saudi's LinkedIn profile as well. You will also have access to the frequently asked questions that include answers on attendance, answers on certificates, and other answers as well. Quick reminder with regards to attendance. Attendance is based on user access. So you gotta make sure you access Zoom with the email address that you used to register for the Fintech Summer Sessions. For certificates, you have to attend 6 out of 8, and we will look at attendance based on emails. So anyone who is logged in as anonymous attendee, make sure you log in with your email address, the one you used to log in or to register for the Fintech Summer Sessions 2025, because this is how we will track your attendance. I hope that is clear to everyone. We're gearing up here and we'll get started in about a minute. Again, for those joining us for the first time, welcome to the Fintech Summer Sessions 2025. For our repeat listeners and attendees, thank you for coming back, and we look forward to having you with us for the next 7 weeks, including this week. All right, excellent. So let's get started with today's session. We have a very exciting session with us, and we have an amazing speaker as well. We've got Majid Al-Fredi from Stake. I'm hoping that a lot of you have already heard about Stake. Stake is a real estate crowdfunding and investment platform. Allows you to invest in real estate in Saudi Arabia, real estate funds in Saudi Arabia, and real estate properties in the UAE with a click of a button with less than 500 riyal, starting with, I think, 500 riyal, but Majid will tell us more about that. Before passing it on to Majid, again, a quick reminder, you can access all the resources through the resource button at the bottom of your screen. Make sure you check those out. You've got access to everything related to Fintech Saudi, the Fintech Summer Sessions, our Telegram group, our YouTube channel, and so on. So please make sure you check the resource section for all information that you need. Let me do a quick and brief intro about Majid, and I will pass it on to him. Majid, thank you very much for joining us. If you want to turn your camera on, you are welcome to do so. We're super excited to have you for the second week of the Fintech Summer Sessions, where we will be focusing on real estate funds and crowdfunding activities. Majid comes with an extensive background in capital market investment companies, capital companies. He's previously had several leadership roles in Saudi banks, including SAB and others. Without further ado, Majid, thank you again for joining us, and we're looking forward to learning more about the real estate funds, current status, historical status, and future status. when it comes to this fintech sector. Over to you, Majid.
Thank you, Kareem, for this beautiful introduction.
We
And
can't hear you, Majid. Just want to confirm, or I'm not sure if people can hear you. Let me check.
can you hear me? Or
Yes, perfect. We can hear you now, Majid.
okay, thank you. Thank you, Kareem, for this introduction. I am glad to be here, and mashallah, we have what 1.5, 1.7, mashallah. Okay, today we are going to talk about the real estate crowdfunding, the new and easier way to invest in property. Whether you are totally new or have a little experience, you will walk away hopefully understanding how it works here in Saudi, inshallah. So the next, here what we are going to cover in our agenda today. We will know what is the real estate fund. We'll explain it and how many types of it, and we will go with the real estate crowdfunding, the history of the evolution, also the investment models there in the crowdfunding, Saudi over market. We'll cover also regulations and regulators. In case a study, we'll use Stake, the company I work for, as a case study, and the future and the summary, inshallah. Next one, inshallah. Okay. First, we will start with the real estate funds as simply a group of people who are putting money together to invest in property. You don't need to buy a whole building by yourself. You can invest with a group of people and have a piece of a larger portfolio. It will be easier, affordable, and professionally managed real estate fund. It's better for you to not to do it on your own. Usually funds are more professional in managing the real estate. When you invest in a real estate fund, your money is combined with other funds, with many other investors. The fund then will use the capital to buy or develop the property, apartment, offices, or spaces, or retail spaces. You don't need to be directly, you'll not be directly owning a property. Actually, you'll be owning a piece of that fund. We have so many questions coming from our clients. This is from my experience. If they own a partial of that building or that property, actually, no. When you invest in a real estate fund, you have a number of shares that you own in that fund. Mostly real estate funds, they invest in a regular income properties like, and again, the return from rental payments or long-term growth through appreciation. One, Mr. Kareem. Here we have 5 types of real estate funds. Let's start with the private fund. Private funds are for wealthy and high net worth clients and institutions. You don't see them there. They are not for the public. They are usually for big projects and luxury. Then we have the REITs here. The REITs are the most common ones. Maybe you see them if you are close to the Saudi stock markets. You see REITs there trading, like Riyadh REITs, and you have Al Jazeera REITs as an example. Then you have the third one is the open end funds let you invest and withdraw, buy and you can buy and sell them at any time. They are usually evaluated on a weekly basis or monthly basis, depends on the fund itself. Then we have the closed-ended funds. this actually will lock your money for years until the project is done and the property is sold. So you have to wait for a while, but your gains will be higher. You will have higher returns from that. Then we have the last one, which is the ETF. ETF funds, we call them fund of funds. They invest in beats, which is the first one or the second one we talked about. They are traded in stock markets. We don't have them here in Saudi Arabia. The U.S. market has them. Maybe if you go or if you have access to the U.S. stock market, you will see them. You will see them there. They invest always in beats and property stock companies.
Majid, can I just ask you to come a little closer or speak a little louder, please?
Okay. Maybe I need to put my mic up a little bit. Is this better now? Okay.
So it's better.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to. I think you. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay. What is the real estate crowd fund? Real estate crowd fund is an innovative investment method that allows multiple investors to pull money online and invest in a property project. This pooling means projects can raised can raise funds easy and faster because it opens the door for all types of investors, institutions, and little guys like me. You can start with a small amount, like 500 riyals, like what we have to stake right now. Think of it like a community investment where everyone participated through an online platform, making investing accessible, transparent, and efficient. Actually, crowdfunding, this is they made the investment in real estate easy for us because it's accessible and there is a minimum of 500 you can start with. Before you needed so much money to invest in real estate. It was a dream for many investors to invest in real estate. But now normal people can go and invest, small investors. Can you go to the next page, please? Okay. Now we go with the history. Have you guys heard of a platform called Kicker? It started in the US in 2009. It's one of the world's most well-known crowdfunding platform, launched in 2009 in the United States. It allows creators to raise funds from the public to support their creative and innovative ideas in technology, films, games, music, like that. And actually it was succeeded. So basically crowdfunding, the crowdfunding idea is not only in real estate, it could be in any other industry. After that, let's say around between 2010 to 2012, real estate crowdfunding fund became visible after laws have been changed in countries like the US to allow online investments to happen. From there, the model started to spread globally, including us here in Saudi Arabia. Next slide, please. Okay. Why real estate crowdfunding is gaining popular? Because simply it opened the door for everyone. You don't need to be rich actually to invest right now in real estate. You don't need to much. You just need your mobile phone and you download this platform and you can start your investment from there. It lowered the barriers to entry. Instead of you are going to invest in a real estate by your own, you can go through a fund or a platform for crowdfunding, and you can start your investment there with a little bit of cash. You don't need much. Also, many investors love the idea here of earning rental income without doing any managing of the property. You just invest and the platform will do the work for you. Everything is digital. Everything is done through a digital platform. You'll receive your reports. You'll see the progress of the project through the platform. This is easy way. You don't need to go and visit anyone to do your investment like before when we used to try to invest in real estate. It was hard, to be honest with you. You have to visit the bank to invest in a fund, or you needed to know people. You needed to have connections to invest in such a product. Next one, please. Okay. Here is a little bit of comparison. You see the traditional way of crowdfunding. You needed a lot of money, and I remember before when I wanted to invest in a real estate project. They asked me for 100,000 minimum to invest. Now you can start with 500. Like with us in stake, you can start your investment with only 500. Here in Saudi Arabia with real estate funds, or you can start your investment with us also in the UAE with 500 dirhams. Liquidity is low, of course, because before when you invest in a real estate fund or real estate project, you cannot pull out until the project is over. Right now, there's more options to exit. As like a secondary market. We will talk about this later, inshallah, in one of the slides. Access is limited. You needed connections. You needed money. You needed projects that you are not accessible for everyone. They're only limited for some people who are connected and probably rich. Now it's open for all investors. Crowdfunding, you can invest. You just open the platform. They will actually let you know if there is a new opportunity. Once you are signed there, they will send you a message telling you, hey, we have this property, we have this investment opportunity. You can invest in it. Next slide, please. Okay. How real estate crowdfunding works? It's simple. We'll just do the basic. I'll walk you through how real estate crowdfunding actually works. First of all, let's start with stake. Our platform it will list an investment opportunity online. This could be an apartment, it could be a building, it could be an office building, it could be a mall, it could be anything. Or any income generating property. You and me, you can browse this list of projects. You choose which project you like and invest in it with a small amount. Sometimes as I told you, this is you don't need so much money to invest. When you have little money, you can spread it between different projects. Once enough people are invested in this project, the platform will pull the money and either buy the property or will fund the development project. And if it's a development project, they will start it from scratch. And for example, if they want to build a new or create a new mixed use project, they will start funding this project from this money. Usually it takes from 3 to 5 years. If it's a money generation or money generating or income generating project, they will start right away. They will just buy it, and next month you will start gaining your profits from rental. Then the income will be distributed to investors in a monthly or quarterly, depends on the projects itself. Like we have a project called Backyard. We closed it last February, the beginning of this year. It's here in Riyadh. It pays, the return of it is 8% per year. Now we spread the income on a monthly basis. Our clients now, they are getting it every month. Every month, this deposit will come to your account of your from the rental and your returns. You see now before you had to wait now probably for years. No, you can get it on a monthly basis. In short, when you invest online, the platform manages everything, and you can earn a share of a profit without owning the whole property or doing any work in that property. The platform will do everything for you. Next slide, please, Mr. Kareem. Okay. Here you can see if you look at this, if you look at the right side of the page, whenever we do a project, you see all the stakeholders in the process. You see a stake, the company or the crowdfund company, us. Then you see the fund manager. We hire a fund manager who will construct the fund. Then you see the valuation provider. He will evaluate asset every 6 months because it has to be twice a year. So this will open the door for you, inshallah, in the coming years, where you can exit after every evaluation. I will explain that to you later. Then you have the developer who will be responsible to do the construction work. Then we have the auditor. The auditor is a third party also. He will do the financial statements of the fund for you and for the fund. Then we have the CMA. We cannot offer any real estate fund before we get the approval from the CMA because we are regulated by the CMA. Then we have the Sharia compliant, who will make sure that the fund is Sharia compliant. Then we have the custody, who will hold all the titles and banks assets for on behalf of the fund. Page, please. Okay, the evolution of real estate crowdfunding. The evolution started from firstly the US and Europe adopted this idea probably early in 2000s, then spread all over the world. After that, and everything was expanded, as I mentioned in the 2 slides or 3 slides back. Next page, please, Mr. Karim. Okay, the growth of this is something I like, the growth of the crowdfund in Saudi Arabia. Okay, real estate crowdfunding in Saudi is still new, honestly, but with the government support and the financial technology through its Vision 2030, and that includes encouraging platforms like real estate crowding to be more advanced. We see the CMA launched something called the Fintech Lab. This will help the startup platforms to test and grow under clear regulations. At the same time, the awareness among the Saudis is rising. People want to see more products they can invest in instead of traditional real estate funds or and stocks. Several licensed platforms we saw operating right now in the kingdom, and more expected to come to be launched in the coming years. The annual crowdfunding volume is very important information. The annual crowdfunding volume exceeded 3 billion riyals in 2004. It's doubling year over year. 3 billion riyals just in 2004. This is a very big jump, to be honest with you. Next page, please. Okay, here we see the musahamat. Started in 1970. Musahamat is the traditional way of crowdfunding. It was limited to to only wealthy and individuals and institutions. You see, it started from 1970, started to grow after that until we reached 2000, around 2020. 2010, sorry, after 2010, the regulator, CMA, started to regulate this market, and we started to see Saudi REITs trading in the market, private funds, and after 2020, we started to see the crowdfunding platforms, and there's more, inshallah, to come, like fractional ownerships and so on. The future is bright and it's promising. Next, Mr. Karim, please. Okay, the types of real estate crowding funds, there are two models. We have the equity-based and the debt-based. The loans. Next page, please, Mr. Karim. Equity-based, actually, when you go with an equity-based, it means you own a share of the property, and your profit will come from rental incomes and the appreciation of the property or the price growth. And your return will come from rental and appreciation. Next one, please. Okay, debt-based is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the bonds and how they work. Actually, you become like a lender to the developer or to the fund. You lend them money. They in return they pay you an interest on your interest payments over the term loans, but your income will be fixed and limited. After the project is done, they will return your money back, or your what do you call it, your capital. So basically, you're just a lender. You don't own anything in the project. It's more safer, but it's not. Your growth or your return will be limited. Next one, please. Okay, the role of the online platforms. Online platforms are the heart of the real estate crowdfunding. They are the bridge between investors and real estate opportunities. They make investing easier. Everything is online. Invest with a few. You just invest with a few clicks and track your progress anytime, anywhere you want. And they lower the barriers. You don't need a lawyer, a broker, or large capital to invest. The platform handles all this part for you, so it's more accessible to everyone. They provide transparency. You can get clear updates, financial reports, and legal documents for the project. So you know exactly where your money is going. Everything is automated. The process will be automated, from collecting the payments to the distributing of earning. Everything will be handled automatically through a secure system, and they will support the secondary market. As I mentioned earlier, inshallah, we will see this coming in the future. We will see it in the crowdfunding platforms. Now in stake, our UAE branch, they have something called the exit window. As you know, now when you invest in a project, you are locked until the project is over. If it takes 1 year or it takes 5 years, after that your money will get back to you, even if it's an income generating project. In the UAE right now, and hopefully, inshallah, we will do this in the Saudi market. We have every year the project will be evaluated twice. Every 6 months they evaluate it. After each evaluation, we open something called the exit window, where you can start selling your shares to a new investor. This will make it accessible and liquid for the investors, and this will, inshallah, make their appetite of investment go more, inshallah. Also, the role of Align, they make sure and they ensure compliance. When you ensure compliance, this will make you more trusted because you will follow all the regulations that all the government regulations and make secure your investment safe and legally sound. Next one, please. Okay, the Saudi regulatory framework. Okay. Well, the Capital Market Authority is the regulator for crowdfunding platforms. It requires licensing, disclosure, and investor protection. This framework will involving to foster trust and safety. The CMA has launched this lab. Sorry, regarding the fintech lab. Third point. Um, uh, this lab started in 2018, and it's part of the Saudi Vision 2030. It gives fintech startups like crowdfunding platforms a place to try new services under supervision. The FinTech Lab is a regulatory sandbox designed for testing fintech innovations related to securities and capital services. The lab will allow local and international fintech firms who have a presence in KSA to pilot and regulated financial products and services within a controlled environment. Then we have also the CMA. CMA is the Saudi central bank, does not directly regulate real estate crowdfunding, but it's support the ecosystem. It runs something called the Open Banking Lab, which helps platforms connect with banks more smoothly. Sama Bank Lab was launched in 2023. It's controlled testing environment that will enable banks and fintech firms to experiment with open banking services in a secure and regulated space. Next page, please. So Saudi is making a lot of effort actually to support this industry. Okay, the Saudi platform success. I will take Stake as an example. Stake in 2025 successfully funded a mixed use income generating property in Riyadh. The project attracted thousands, not hundreds, thousands of investors locally and globally. Because the Stake is the only crowdfunding platform that allows foreigners to invest directly in the Saudi stock market, in the Saudi real estate market, without them living in Saudi. And if you are in Germany, if you are in the US, you can directly go to our platform. You can register there, choose which project suits you, then invest. Easy access. You can pay by your Apple Pay or your Visa and invest. The investment will start with 500 riyals. Maybe you can visit the Stake. You will see we have projects here in Riyadh and we have projects also in the UAE. You will love it. This success is a strong example of how fintech is enabling border participation in the real estate market, aligned with the Saudi Vision 2030 goals for financial innovation. And by the way, this project pays 8% per year. It's distributed to be paid monthly, 12 times a year. Next page, please, which is the last, I think, last slide. The future of this sector. The future of this sector, let's talk about it, what's coming next. The future of real estate crowdfunding looks exciting, honestly, and more advanced. We will see more use of blockchain and AI. The blockchain can make things more secure and transparent, like providing who owns what. AI can help platforms to analyze risks and pick better projects for the platforms. And the secondary market is growing. That means investor may be able to sell their investment earlier than before. Something that was hard to do in the traditional way of crowdfunding or funds. This will add flexibility and make crowdfunding even more attractive. Regulations are improving. Governments like Saudi through CMA are updating rules to protect investors more, which will build a trust and brings in more people and investors. So basically, we are inshallah in the right track. You will see more products coming in real estate, more ideas. Please try to visit our platform here in Riyadh or in the UAE. You will see more products, more ideas that you haven't seen before. Next one, I think this is the last one. Okay, now we will go with the questions.
Majid, first of all, thank you so much for this presentation.
Thank you.
I hope you're ready for the questions, because I have some tough questions for you here.
Okay.
People are very interested in the topic, obviously, and we've got some questions coming in. I'm going to start with, first of all, saying that I am a big fan of the stake application. I'm not promoting this, but I am a big fan. And just to clarify to some of the attendees, because there were some questions that came in on that matter, you can only invest through stake if you are outside of Saudi Arabia. If you are, and it's the only application that allows you to invest from outside Saudi Arabia, because there were some questions asking if you can do debt investment in real estate in Saudi Arabia. I don't think this is currently possible. But Majid, let's start with some of the questions that are coming directly with regards to such fintech activities. Is it halal? Is it Sharia compliant? This is the first question.
You mean stake? Yes.
Well, I'm not talking about stake. Stake is equity, but how is debt crowdfunding Sharia compliant? Can you add some insights to that topic?
Yes. It's basically like sukuk. You know the difference between sukuk and bonds. Bonds is not halal. Sukuk are halal. Sukuk, when you lend them money, they tell you we will use it for this certain project. This is what they are doing in the debt product with crowdfunding. So you know it's there. It's in this certain project. But in bonds, like I'm just giving an example. You don't know where they will use your money, basically. So it's halal, yes, and they will mention it even in the platform.
Okay, excellent. The next question that comes is, how is the regulator sort of finding that balance between the investors' appetite and the amount of investors coming in, retail investors mainly coming in and investing in real estate, and overall compliance? How is it managing? How is the regulator managing this and still allowing for innovation to be implemented and to give access? How is it making sure it's protecting those investors?
Okay, of course. As I mentioned earlier, that the CMA through its fintech lab, it's upgrading its regulations every day. We are working with them closely. I'm sure we have once we see a gap, once we see something needs to be changed, we share it with them. And the compliance also, of course, there are some gaps, but we try to close them really fast, and hopefully this will be closed soon in the coming inshallah years, inshallah.
So one thing with real estate
Hey,
investment that we've heard a lot about in the past is projects get delayed, some projects fail, some projects are not completed and on time, and that affects return. How is that taken into account, whether at stake or in crowdfunding investment platform, real estate investment platform in general?
well,
And
actually, like,
who bears that risk as well?
okay, I'm just gonna talk about stake because I'm not allowed to talk about any about the other companies. In stake, we are like in Saudi, for example, we are focusing on the income generating properties. Income generating properties, يعني they are more safe than the development projects. Why? Because once we buy the project, the property and acquire it, from the first day, you will start getting rent. Okay, even if it's take more than, let's say, for example, now we have a new project called the Fardan. If you go to our application, you will see it there, or our platform. You can invest in. It's still not closed. We are about there to close it. Al Fardan, it's a 4 years project, or 4 year. We will acquire it for 4 years. After 4 years, we will sell it. But once we acquire it, from the first day, it will pay you rent, and this rent will be deposited in your account on a monthly basis. It will give you about 9.4% per year. You divide it by 12, and it will go to your account every month. Uh, if this project gets delayed, let's say more than 4 years, you're not losing anything. Actually, you're still getting paid. Rents are still coming to you, no issues. This is why we try to go with products that are safe and will suit our clients, and we don't see much of risk of them. يعني احنا before we choose we see. By the way, we receive orders every day from developers, from sellers who will offer their properties through crowding fund. We don't choose them. Probably every 50 offer we choose one, because this is our reputation. We don't go with any property or any investment that comes to us. So inshallah, with stake is still new in the market, but you will see inshallah what's coming in the future. It will be more trusted, and you will know the stake how stake will develop this market, even with new
So
products like fix
so
and flip. Yeah.
I I want you to talk a bit about the difference between how it's you guys are operating here in Saudi Arabia, because here it's basically investing in a fund, correct?
Yes.
Versus in the UAE, and where I'm actually owning a piece of the actual real estate. But in Saudi Arabia, what am I owning, and where is that ownership registered? Versus in the UAE, what am I owning, and where is that ownership registered?
Okay, of course. Well, in Saudi Arabia, we are regulated by the CMA. We don't offer any. We don't list any fund in our platform before we are getting the approval from the CMA. In Saudi Arabia, we are doing funds. Your name will be, of course, registered in the fund. You'll be sharing part of that fund. It belongs to you. In the UAE, we are also regulated by the DIFC. It's in Dubai. Soon we will be with Abu Dhabi. So we are fully regulated by the government and by regulators in these countries. So uh, you don't have to worry about all this. Soon we will be inshallah in Abu Dhabi, and we may have inshallah something coming also in the US. So we will be a platform that invests all over the world inshallah. Inshallah, you'll be
On
going
on
through. Yes.
on that topic, yani, how does the future look in terms of the ownership structure? We hear a lot about tokenization, fractional ownership, the use of the blockchain for smart contracts. Are you guys looking at that? And how do you think that is going to impact this whole space?
Of course, يعني this is what's coming. This is the future, inshallah. You will see the blockchain, inshallah, will make the difference. It's coming. It's coming soon. It's already the blockchain. You see it in the UAE. It's already يعني, working there, but not in Saudi. It's not Saudi yet.
Great. I'm getting quite a couple of questions on how does Stake make their money? What is the business model like if
Okay.
we're going in and investing?
Okay, of course. احنا we like when you invest in a fund, احنا our money will come from the subscriptions, fees, and that's it basically. And inshallah, يعني this is how we make our money from fees basically.
Okay. I'm going to give you one of the hard ones here. It's really back to not just delays, but in reality, yani I'm going to read it as it is. What happens if the crowdfunding platform shuts down or goes bankrupt? This
No issues.
I'm
No
not
issues.
I'm not talking
No,
about
no, no,
stake,
no, no,
obviously.
you're right. You're right. No issues because when we are a crowdfund platform, after we do the crowdfunding and we close the fund will be managed by one of the capitals that are also registered with the CMA. They will manage this fund, they will structure it, and they will يعني control manage it. Even if we close, still you are in that fund. You'll see it. Like for example, our fund manager now is Arch Capital. It's in Jeddah. It's one of the capitals that are licensed by the CMA in Saudi Arabia. So even if we close or any platform closes, it's still your money is safe, your investment is safe. Okay. Because we
Excellent.
have because we have a fund manager. That's why.
It's clear. So if anything happens,
You
the
should
fund
not worry
manager
about
is
it. Yeah,
so if anything happens, basically the fund manager will continue managing that fund.
exactly.
Uh, uh, so how do you KYC people that are not in Saudi Arabia? In Saudi Arabia, we know it's easy. Everything is interlinked, e-government platforms. So it's very easy to sort of
Like
onboard and
Nafat, yes.
KYC individuals. How are you doing this for international investors?
International investors, when they go and fill all their information, okay, they will open the account for them, but they will not be able to invest. What will happen? Our compliance will be in contact with them to send them some further documents like passport copy, proof of address, or whatever they need from them. But it should not take more than a day or two. Your account
Okay.
will be ready.
So right now it's pretty manual, right? The KYC process for external investors or international investors?
Of course, for international, yes, for international.
Okay. Okay, great. I'm just going through here some of the questions, trying to see what questions we didn't answer here. A lot of people are asking, and this isn't something I think we should answer, is because we're not giving
It's like
investment.
making a big sound, mashallah, huh?
It's
Okay.
not yeah, we don't want to give investment advice, but the people are asking why invest in real estate in general. Is investing in real estate a good thing? Or how do you come about in thinking about where to invest, how to invest your money in real estate? Is there a sort of formula that one must keep in mind? Don't invest more than, I don't know, what you can lose or something along those lines. But
Yes.
this is not investment advice, and I want to clearly say that.
No, it's not advice, but this is how you should do it. يعني, when you invest, when you do any investment, either in real estate or any other asset classes, always try to diversify your investment and your money. Now, like in real estate, alhamdulillah, through these platforms, now if you go, for example, to state, you will see 3 or 4 projects are offered at the same time. It's better to spread all your money and your investment with them, so your risk will be lower. Instead of you're investing in one fund, try to spread it. This way you will be you'll minimize your risks. You'll be more safe. This is the advice that what I always say to my clients. Try to spread your capital. Don't put it in one basket. Use other baskets also.
Great. Great. We want to learn from you how you assess the projects that you are putting, whether it's in the UAE or whether it's here in Saudi Arabia, the projects that are available on the Stake platform. How does Stake go about assessing them and deciding that this is a good project that we want to put on the platform or not?
Of course, when we do our analysis about any project or any property that we want to acquire, there is a long process we go through. We visit it. We take all the financial statement of that project. We ask around. We try to read what's coming to the real estate or what's coming to the market in the future. And now when we try to acquire a certain product, we try to study for what's coming in 5 or 10 years in this market. And we try to be really accurate as much as we can. We try to serve our clients and make their investments as safe as we can. Yeah.
Majid, I'm going to stop here. I want to thank you very much for this informative session and for your time and knowledge. It was
If you
great.
go to the next page, please, pretty quick before you continue. Okay, here is my LinkedIn, by the way, if anyone wants to be in contact with me. Go ahead.
If you want to connect with Majid, because a few of you asked us how you want to how to connect to Majid. If you want to connect to Majid, you can connect to Majid through his LinkedIn profile. Don't leave just yet. I have some information that I want to give you, please. So, Majid, thank you again for joining us and for adding value to this Fintech Summer Sessions. For you, those of you who are still with us, and I see that you are all still here. We want to let you know that we are sharing all the slides for week 1, week 2, as well as all the recordings for week 1 and week 2 on the Telegram